before you know it, 90 minutes, you might not get a goal. Look at what happened between Liverpool and Burnley. If Burnley had converted 1 or 2 chances they got in that game, maybe Liverpool wouldn't have even gotten any point from that game.
Liverpool had a late winner in the game, which they won 3-2. So what do you have to say about that game?
Well, it was a very good game for Liverpool. Starting Isak debuted in that game. Although Isak not really fit, but the coach said that he was going to give Isak 45 minutes to play so that Isak can begin to come back. And firstly, that have been my complaint about some of these players. Like when the season is off and you are fighting for a transfer, because of that transfer, you are not training, you are forcing yourself out of the training. Well, definitely it will affect you, even if the club later sign you, like in the case of Isak. I know Isak is a world-class striker, but right now he's not fit. What if Isak is the only person available to play for them? What if Ekitike is not available? It's not fit. So but Isak started, at least the link-up play was a bit okay then before Ekitike came into the second half. And again, I have problem with Liverpool conceding goals, because I've been complaining about this thing for a while now, that Liverpool have been conceding. Even when they are leading 2 goals, they concede, even against Crystal Palace, against so many teams like that. How long will this continue? And if it continues like this, there might be a time that you might not ever recover from this kind of situation. Because now you were leading 2 goals against Atletico Madrid in your home, and you ended up conceding extra 2 goals, scoring from 83rd minutes or so. Now, if not for Van Dijk that came came to the rescue for them, that is how Liverpool have just dropped that point, which is very, very bad. Then in terms of Salah really did well in that game, but I feel like
top of his game.
Yes,
he had a solo move that
Champions League. But I feel like Salah still need to do more in the Premier League for them, because now Ekitike is on form, and benching this guy now we affect his form. But Isak is not the kind of striker that you are going to buy and keep on the bench as well, whether fit or no fit. You have to play him into his fitness as well. So now, and Slot is going to have headache in terms of the formation he's going to play in the net, because now Isak, Ekitike, are you going to play 4-4-2? Are you going to play 4-3-3? If you have to play 4-3-3, is it Gakpo that will be on the bench? Is it Ekitike that will be on the bench? Isak will start or something like that. Then Salah too, now his position is being threatened, because if these boys are playing well and they are putting in enough energy, if they have to change formation and keep Salah on the bench somehow. So there is going to be some problem in this Liverpool team. But I feel like that defense line is the biggest challenge, because Konate and Van Dijk must do something about this goal they are conceding.
I noticed there was serious understanding between Florian Wirtz and Isak. Do you think the combination of Florian Wirtz will be better than combination of Florian Wirtz, and the combination of Florian Wirtz and Isak will be better than Florian Wirtz and Ekitike?
Well, no disrespect to Ekitike, but I feel like Isak is an upgrade of Ekitike. From what has happened, from what we have seen in these 2 guys, Isak is a world-class player. Isak is a striker that I would prefer anytime, any day to Ekitike. Isak runs in the 18. Isak ball play. It's like Isak play like Harry Kane. He's a striker that, when you give him the ball to his feet, he can score. He's a striker that when he sees chance, he can create something out of nothing. So I feel like Isak coming into the team again will also help. Yes, it's a plus. It's going to help Florian Wirtz as well to bring out the best, because so far Florian Wirtz looks like he has been struggling, even though Ekitike have been scoring. But I'm still feeling uncomfortable with Ekitike, seeing that I'm still feeling somehow that along the line he might worn out, or maybe he might begin to drop form even without Isak. But now that we have Isak, there's no way you can bench Isak for Ekitike, except Isak is not is not fit.
What do you think Liverpool needs to do about their always coming back from behind to get a late goal winner, a late winner? I mean, what do you think would be the best advice you would need to give to their coach? Because for about 2 games now, they've struggled to win. And though they've been winning, but they struggle. Their last goals always come at the end of the dying minute. So what do you think your advice would be to the coach?
My advice to the coach would be, when you are playing teams like this, especially in the Champions League, you can't give what you don't have. If your defenders are used to conceding goals, if you are leading by a 2-goal margin, and the time is 70-75,
if you know that your defenders cannot contain those attacking play from the opponent, why not bring in another extra defender? You have Joe Gomez on the bench, you have some other player, and from that defense line, I feel like Robertson should be starting it because Robertson understands the terrain of that Liverpool. Robertson knows what it takes to wear that jersey for now, because Kekes is still struggling to fit into that team. But if Robertson starts and then they are leading, maybe probably Kekes can come in the second half to come and choke that defense line. And now, although Frimpong also is just recovering from injury now, then so much like if it's to dish out instruction to those players that, okay, look at, we are leading by 2 goals, don't still play, you cannot still be playing the way you are playing from first minute to 75-80 when you are leading by 2 goals. That is why I love Mourinho in those days when he was in Chelsea. It does not matter how you get that result most time, but when you are in advantage of some games, you don't need to still be playing. Maybe you are forming big man, I don't want them to see you like we are a defending team or we are packing it. But no, if it meant that when you are leading 2-0, that you already know this is your problem, for you to at least come out of that problem, solve that problem at that moment, if it meant that you should have to pack the ball to defend that goal, to make sure you keep that, it's still part of the game, because at the end of the day, the result will be really there that Liverpool 2, the other team 0. So, but if you keep playing the way you are playing and then they equalize you, if you don't, you begin to concede unnecessary goal. You might not be lucky all the time.
The time we reach that they will use goal like
yes, you might not be, even sometimes you might even concede first, you begin to struggle, and before you know it, 90 minutes you might not get a goal. Look at what happened between Liverpool and Burnley. If Burnley had converted 1 or 2 chances they got in that game, maybe Liverpool wouldn't have even gotten any point from that game. So they need to caution those defenders, especially Van Dijk. Van Dijk need to be cautioned very, because anytime Van Dijk is playing, sometimes he play like Ramos.
He's always carried away.
Yes, he's always carried away with the flow of the game. Most time he want to just follow the attack, but sometimes as a centre back, when you are playing and you already know this is our problem, coming into this game, you can sacrifice yourself as, okay, look at, I will not go beyond this level. If I want to go beyond this level on the pitch, you have to check whether you have 3 or 4 man at your back. If not, then you can call. If you need to go and nod, or you need to go to follow anybody, you should call your centre back or Konate, or maybe Szoboszlai, or maybe one other defender to come, or your midfielder to track back for you to stay. At least at every given time, Liverpool should not be having not less than 3 to 4 defenders at their back.
What I have to ask you again is that the present Liverpool squad, they have, and I know you know they have their bench, they have depth too. Are you sure that the squad that they have presently, or do they have the character that can carry them all the way to the Champions League final and at the same time to winning the Premier League trophy?
Liverpool have the squad, they have the players, they have the character. Okay. Liverpool players have that character. You see Liverpool midfield, you see Liverpool attack, adding Isak to this squad. Liverpool is a very big threat to any team in Europe and in Premier League. And being the defending champion of Premier League, they did not even sleep on it. They still went ahead to sign Kekes, they still went ahead to sign Isak, bringing in those kind of quality players to add up, to be a backup to their squad as well. That means Liverpool means business. And now, Szoboszlai, very good cover for Frimpong, very good cover in the midfield. Yes. We have McAllister in that midfield. We have Gravenberch in that midfield. We have Gakpo up front there. We have Salah up front. We have Isak. We have Ekitike. We have Chiesa that always come from the bed. Then we have Rio, the young boy as well, that is being put in the frame that they are trying to build up to play. So Liverpool, my only concern for them is that defense line, because even now that defense line now, that left back position is being threatened by Robertson and Keke. So now they don't really know who to start, because whenever Keke start the game, he gets a yellow card and then he will be forced to be the coach will be forced to remove him the second half. So now that is why he's a bit preferring to play Robertson. But that is my only fear for Liverpool is injury. Then defense line. Apart from that, Liverpool have that character, because Liverpool players, they, in fact, Salah, when you give Salah half chance, he converts it. Yes. Ekitike half chance, he converts it. Now Isak is a very deadly striker. Gakpo is a very, so they have different qualities in that play. They have people who can shoot from distance. They have players who can play free kicks. They have players who can nod area ball. So they have height, they have power, they have strength in that team. So I believe that Liverpool can really go far if their defense do not let them down. Even their goalkeeper, Alisson, is a world-class goalkeeper that can save Liverpool from many games.
I believe that to me, my man of the match in that game was Szoboszlai. Though Atletico Madrid came up with a game plan, they almost drew the game, but at the last minute, Liverpool equalized. And
Liverpool got the victory.
Got the victory. I mean, I want to ask you, the Spanish team, the Spanish clubs now, 3 Spanish teams played against 3 EPL teams. And all the 3 EPL teams came out victorious. Tottenham played against Villarreal. Then Arsenal played against Atletico Bilbao.
Yeah.
Now Liverpool playing against Atletico Madrid. What do you have to say about the Spanish team? Is it that their game is dropping against the EPL side, or is it that the EPL side is better than the Spanish side?
Gradually, Spanish league, they are losing it gradually. Because if you come to the league, before you go outside to do anything, they say charity begins at home. And that charity that begins at home, in the Spanish league now, we are only having Barcelona and Real Madrid being the strongest team competing against each other. Now, Cucurella said one thing when Christian Sosuche and Jeremy Pino was signed to Crystal Palace and was signed to Crystal Palace. He said that Spanish league are beginning to lose their best talent to the EPL. Everybody running to EPL. One, the financial aspect of it. Two, the media aspect of it, and the brightness and the colorfulness of EPL. They are beginning to attract television rights too. So they are beginning to attract so many good players. Look at the players Arsenal signed. All those Mascura, Merino from Spanish league, Zubimendi. Most of those guys are trying to come to EPL to come and play now. So definitely it will be weakening the Spanish league. And if you are watching the Spanish league now, if it's nobody will go to the view center to watch Barcelona playing against Valencia, except Barca fans alone. Nobody will go there to watch Real Madrid playing Getafe, except Real Madrid fans alone. But in EPL now, if Brighton is playing Tottenham, it's a strong game to watch. If Sunderland is playing against Man U, it's a strong game to watch. Leeds United playing against Man City, you cannot just predict the outcome easily. Yes. Liverpool against Burnley, you can't just predict the outcome. So Liverpool Premier League is beginning to attract a lot of viewers, attracting a lot of things. So players also are leaving Spanish league. Gone are the days where you see Spanish team, even Valencia, now even Atletico Madrid now, not
struggling.
They are even struggling right now because in their league they lost some of their matches, drawing some of their matches like that. So Atletico Madrid they are not even on top of their game anymore. Yeah. Villarreal too, going down gradually. So most of those teams now, they are leaving all this competition to only El Clasico matches,
which is Barca and Madrid.
And Madrid alone. So and it's not so. Now in this season now, you cannot just tell me the top four in EPL because we have Tottenham now. We have strengthened their team. Yes. We have Arsenal. We have Chelsea there. We have Liverpool. We have Man City.
Even Newcastle
serve there. We have Brighton. Even Bournemouth, these people can just swing up a surprise at any time. So EPL is becoming more interesting and that is giving them a bit edge over the Spanish team.
Now today we have Newcastle hosting Barcelona of Spain. What do you think will be the outcome of that game?
The outcome of that game, if I have to analyze from their previous games,
then on paper, I
see Barcelona coming out victorious in their game. Right. But I know that Newcastle will not just go down easily. They are going to pose they might swing a surprise. But one of the challenges Barcelona are going to face is that Newcastle attackers, they are very tall.
Yes.
They are very tall. They are midfield. They are muscular. They have muscles. You understand? The last of Joelitin and what is it called? Yes, Tolani and Newcastle. One thing Newcastle will do is that they are going to commit fouls. Newcastle go to coach. They are kind of team that when you are playing against them, they will threaten you. They are rugged. They will play you. They don't care even if they get a red card. And they are very, very attacking side. But Barcelona in Champions League, very experienced team. In Champions League, they have world class players. They have good players. Although Lamine Yamal might not play because he's still out yet. Yes, it's not too fit, so he might not play. That would be a disadvantage for them. But we have the likes of Rafinha, who have been doing well from last season. Then we have
and he understands the English league.
Yes, he understands because he played in Leeds United before coming to Barcelona. But Barca team as a whole, that flair is there. You understand me now? And that experience is there. They are attackers. They are always coming to the party. They are good. So I feel like Barcelona might just sneak this out of Newcastle because Newcastle are just newcomers in the Champions League again after many years back. So I feel like they want to use their muscle. But if Barcelona did not concede from area threat, it will be difficult for Newcastle to score for again. But Barcelona is going to come out victorious.
I know Barcelona might come out victorious. Do you think Newcastle will get a goal in that game?
Yes, Newcastle can get a goal. Because Barcelona defense too is also a bit shaky, not that stable. Because Newcastle can use muscle to get a goal, and that area too, because that their striker is very, very tall, and Barcelona's defense, the tallest man in that defense is not even up to as tall as their striker. So definitely that will be one of the weakest points, and Newcastle knows that already. So definitely every corner kick is going to be a big threat, or every area ball is going to be a big threat in that Barcelona.
And the guy scored in his last game.
Yes, over the weekend, his first game.
Let's talk about the EPL game. Man City against Napoli, another cracker.
Yes.
How do you see, and what do you think that Conte will bring out from his own area?
It's a game to watch, honestly, a game to watch, because Napoli, defending champion of the Italian league, and then Man City trying to come back. They use Man U to recover over the weekend. So Napoli, very, very good team in the league now. They are still watching strong.
Yes.
And then we have De Bruyne that they bought
from Man City,
who already understand Man City's pattern. So I believe De Bruyne will have told
leak the secret like Jackson did to
Antonio Conte. Will have told Antonio Conte, say, this guy, see the way they train. But Napoli is almost Napoli. What I love about Napoli is that Conte is a rugged coach, and Conte is bringing that ruggedity into Napoli. So I like it when the team is compact, and whenever they are play, you can know that they don't concede goal anyhow. So this game is going to be a 50-50 game, but I still see Man City, because Man City is playing at home, and now Man City is trying to recover. They will not want to lose that game at home. So by all means, if Man City get their formation right, Man City is going to score. Man City is going to win.
Yes,
Man City is going to, let's say Man City win or draw.